Dr. Evan Osar. I am excited to have you join me tomorrow on Tuesday, April 28th at 11:30. What month is it? What year is it?
Right, exactly.
11:30 Pacific time, 1:30 Central. And we are going to talk about my aching back, okay, our issues that we're having. And this is something that I think affects a whole lot of people. And yeah, it's something that I have personally had experience with. I had a surgery in 2008 and had all kinds of issues there. And so I'm excited to be able to have you come on and join me. My aching back, 11:30 tomorrow, the 28th, Tuesday, free registration on trainingtheolderadult.com. Click on the solutions session and you'll see a big picture of Evan's beautiful bald head. Click on that, register, and you'll be ready to join us. If you can't join live, still register, and you'll get the on-demand video sent to you right when we get done. And more or less during that hour, Evan and I are going to talk about some of the more common physical limitations of the lower back, some of the injuries that occur. We will give some of the exercises in a corrective format, and I'll let Dr. Ev talk about that in just a second. And then in addition to that, we'll back up the correctives with some resistance training exercises, mostly progressive resistance and band components I'll show you, and a couple consistent lifts as well. And we're going to basically do like a little give and go back and forth of here's a corrective, here's an exercise we can do, and try to address as many of the lower back issues as we can in an hour. And we'll also take on any questions or comments anybody might have. So Ev, you want to talk to the corrective side of this a little bit?
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm super excited to join you tomorrow and really to dispel a lot of the myths around the low back. In fact, I was on a webinar earlier this morning with my personal nutritionist for our patients, and she was asking me, how do people strengthen their core? What are some good core exercises? And I'm like, it's really not about strengthening your core. It's really about identifying a strategy that will allow you to use your core muscles most efficiently. And what happens for a lot of people and why so many fitness professionals themselves have low back pain is because they spend too much time trying to strengthen their back, not enough time working on a strategy that actually improves their efficiency of how they're using their core muscles and how they're integrating it into the functional patterns. So I'll take over the corrective exercise portion of it and discuss what I'm discussing as far as regarding developing a more efficient strategy. And then it'll be really nice because one thing that we really found between you and I is most of what we talk about as far as the core and the hips, it's been very synergistic. So you'll be able to piggyback right off the information that I'm sharing. And, obviously one of our favorite patterns is hip hinging. And if your clients can't hip hinge, and almost every single client that comes and sees me as a chiropractic physician, bar none, very few of them have an efficient or optimal hip hinge pattern. So that is such an important pattern. And even though people are doing it, they're not doing it in an efficient manner and loading it the way they should. So we'll talk about that briefly. I'll give you correctives, the ones that we use most frequently in our office, and then you'll piggyback off and just teach them how to then functionally load it in a variety of positions, because you have tons of hinge progressions and patterns. And it's a great way to see how do you progress the hinge pattern from the body weight hip hinge. How do you actually get people to load up safely so they're not overloading their back?
Yeah. One of the things I love to talk to you about too is like some of the more common issues we see with the proper hinge or a proper squatting technique is super tight hip flexor, tight hamstring. And I call it the swimmer hip, where the butt's like tucked underneath and they just can't pelvically tilt and like unlock. Yeah. So I know a lot of the correctives you'll be able to give us, or at least a couple, will kind of address that action, because there's really no point in us loading something that can't be properly hinged or mechanicked first. So we want to, kind of ingrain that ability, and then we'll start to add some resistance, some more volume to it as we go up. But we want to cover things all across the board for everybody. So we'll start with some real basic, simplistic kind of stuff, and we'll also work all the way up, maybe even to some, of our hex bar work or some of our rack pull type of stuff. And we will be, I will be streaming live from the garage gym here from the bunker. So we'll be able to implement some stuff that you can do with your clients right at home too, if they have just some basic, bands, dumbbells, and some pieces there. So awesome. Should be a pretty good time. I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it because it's a topic that we all need. Because like last week, I got 2 texts from 2 fitness professionals very close together. Hey, can I have a phone call with you? My back is killing me. And I'm like, and literally it was very soon after that. You're like, hey, do you want to join me for a webinar on low back pain? I'm like, yes, I do. That's fantastic.
Yeah, the signal gets sent out. You know, we both have a friend of ours, Christian Thompson, that left me high and dry last week. So if you just show up on time, you're already above and I'm doing better than he is. Poor guy, we got our signals mixed, and I'm sitting on Section Live going, any second now he's going to be on here. And so I ended up just going on and giving some more content than I had delivered. But I had to dig him a little bit. I know you won't do that to me. You're a true professional, and you're not going to do that to me.
That's what my shirt says, fitness professional.
Right.
I live up to the name.
If he had that sweatshirt on, he wouldn't have forgotten me. So
that's exactly right.
Yeah. So it tells me who I need to go to from now on. My go-to guy. Stick with bald. Bald is beautiful.
That's right.
All right, my man. Well, I'm looking forward to this. I'll see you tomorrow, 11:30 our time, 1:30 Central, 2:30 Eastern. Go to trainingtheolderadult.com. Click on the solutions button. Look for Dr. Evans' photo there. Click on that. Register. It's free. And even if you can't join us live, you will have access on demand to watch it whenever you like. Evan, awesome. Looking forward to it, buddy. Thank you for the time. I'll see you tomorrow.
Absolutely. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon or morning your time. Take care, buddy.
Bye, guys. Thank you.